Welcome back to the show. Well, in Kumasi, in the Ashanti Regional Security Council is locked in a meeting over last week's attacks by the NPP vigilante group, the Delta Force. Their position to reject President Akufo-Addo's nominee for the Regional Security Coordinator position is being opposed by another vigilante group within the party, the Invincible Forces. And now there's a fear of a clash between the two. The Regional Peace Council is worried about the development and have called on President Akufo-Addo to show leadership by intervening in the matter. We can go live now to Kumasi. Erastus Osari-Donko is standing by with more on this. Hello, Erastus. Bring us up to speed on the developments so far.
Well, currently, as I speak with you, there is a Regional Security Council meeting going on at the moment. And on the agenda, we have the Galamsey issue in Ashanti region, which is one pertinent issue. We have the Fulani issue at Agogo. And then also on the agenda is what happened on Friday, where members of the Delta Force, a pro-NPP group, stormed the regional security coordinator's office and dragged him out, indicating that they do not want him to be holding that particular post. Now, we are understanding that behind the scenes, the Invisible Forces, another pro-NPP group, had also wanted to retaliate and also enforce the point that they want Mr. George Ejay to remain as the Regional Security Liaison Officer. I understand through their organizer, One Haruna Odenke, that they went to Menchia to also register their protest for that indeed they want Mr. J brought back to the Regional Security Office to work, and that is their position. We are also learning that there are some unseen hands trying to draw the people to organize themselves and come to Accra to demonstrate against the reintroduction of Mr. George Ejay. And the Invisible Group is also enforcing the point that they will also do a counter demonstration. So behind the scenes, a lot is happening, but party people are also talking to them, and we are seeing whether there will be a consensus in the coming days, whether Mr. George Ejay will be brought back or the appointment will be reviewed and another person brought in. So that is the situation at the moment.
I see. But we understand that over the weekend that there was an arrest of the leader of the Delta Forces. Is there any update on that as well?
Exactly. Nana Fosu, who is the head of the Delta Force at the moment, the one you see in your shot right now, he was arrested at the weekend. We understand that he's been granted a police inquiry bail and he's assisting the police in investigations. We also do understand that the police have been to the scene of the crime, that is the Regional Security Liaison Officer's office, to gather evidence, and they are also conducting their own probe. When you go to the office right now, it's an empty space for now. The door to the Regional Security Liaison's office, which was vandalized, a glass door, so it's been vandalized. They've used wooden slabs to bar the entrance. And so currently you find some few Regional Security personnel there, but there's no substantive head directing affairs.
And do you have any of these Delta Forces, members of these, the Delta Forces lurking around in that place?
No, it's, for now, the usual police personnel you find at the entrance of the Regional Coordinating Council. Even when we went there this morning, there was no such security there. The place was just empty. There was a meeting upstairs with security operatives, but I did not know what actually that was for. But then you find no person in that area. I'm told that they've been spoken to and given orders to stay away from the Regional Coordinating Council. And I'm also told by some members of the Delta Force that they came purposely for Mr. George Ejay. They have stated their intention. They do not want him to stay in office. They came there because they have seen he was in office and he was working, contrary to what they are agitating for. That is why they came. Now that he's not in the office, they have no business coming there.
I see. Thank you very much, Erastus. Erastus Asari Donko, our correspondent in the Ashanti region there, bringing us up to speed on what's happening. We'll bring you updates on that meeting, that security meeting that's ongoing in a subsequent bulletin. For now, though, President Akufo-Addo today superintended over the change of security guard at the Flagstaff House for the first time as President of the Republic. The move is seen as an endorsement of the observation of the change of guard duties publicly as instituted by former President John Mahama in 2013. The observation was instituted in May 2013 as a replication of what happens at the Buckingham Palace, where state security forces rotate in their security duties at the seat of government. Today at the Flagstaff House, the Air Force handed over security duties to the Ghana Army. And if the previous arrangements persist, the Air Force will hand over to the Ghana Navy in 3 months. There was also various security drills, including gymnastics and fire drills. Now, by way of encouraging patriotism, pupils from basic schools as well as members from the general public are invited to witness the occasion, with the President inspecting the Guard of Honor and interacting briefly with the invited guests, especially the children. In 2015, a historic all-female guard from the Ghana Army took over security guard duties from the all-male Ghana Air Force contingent. The general significance of this exercise includes ensuring that guards at the Presidency are always alert and ready for duty. It also allows for unity among the various arms of the security forces, as it is conducted with 20 each of old and new guards from different services or regiments of the Army, the Navy and the Air Force, escort contingents, calls of the drums and national regimental colors under the command of a captain in the Ghana Army or the equivalent from the other services. The National Board for Small-Scale Businesses has rolled out the highly efficient Japanese production concept Kaizen practices in 4 regions of Ghana as part of National Expansion Program to Quality and Productivity in Small Industry. The Kaizen concept is famous for unearthing giant Japanese manufacturers such as Toyota on the world stage.
Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy and methods of quality and productivity which are key for Japanese industrial development and applied techniques. Toyota and many other Japanese manufacturers who have gone global rode on the principles of Kaizen to achieve and break boundaries. The NBSSI and JICA launched the Kaizen International Project in 2012 to strengthen capacity of NBSSI on its business development services provision and facilitation in the target areas. The project started in the Ashanti region on a pilot and based on the successes of the first phase. The second phase, National Kaizen Project, was launched in 2015 to cover the whole country. Currently, the northern, Bono Ahafo and Ashanti regions are benefiting from the second phase of the project. Greater Accra and the central regions were also recently roped into the project. Executive Director of NBSSI, Lukman Abdul Rahim, says Kaizen is the key to solving the country's unemployment problem.
Specifically, when Kaizen concepts are introduced into the production processes of the small-scale enterprises, we are looking at how to improve upon the quality and productivity of their products, and also how to reduce the time that is being spent to engage in the production, as well as the management of waste, and also how to manage workspace for enhanced efficiency and effectiveness in production. So far, the firms that we have introduced Kaizen activities into have made or given out testimonies to the extent of which the Kaizen has transformed their businesses. One of the areas has to do with their profit margins. Definitely, if you increase productivity and reduce costs in terms of time management and resource management, it translates into higher productivity, which also eventually results in higher profit margins. And the end result is that these businesses get to be expanded, and they are also able to create more jobs for the youth and also the unemployed in Ghana. So we believe that the Kaizen philosophy or concept provides one of the major critical solutions that we have to improving industrial development in Ghana.
Japanese ambassador to Ghana is optimistic that Ghana would be one of the most successful countries, especially in West Africa, in development and promotion of SMEs if the concept is fully adopted.
It is hoped that wherever Kaizen is introduced, productivity would be increased by at least 30%. I hope it could be an answer to your question. Kaizen is certainly the core element to achieve quality Africa in this regard. We are very much grateful that the government of Ghana, through relevant ministries and agencies, especially NBSSI, has been instrumental in implementing the Kaizen project. It is my hope that Japan will continue to enjoy the solid cooperation of the government and people of Ghana so that we can work together through this Kaizen project to develop requisite skills and to improve institutional capacity for SMEs to contribute to achieve quality Africa.
Some successful SMEs on the program were awarded for their success in the application of the Kaizen concept by JICA.
Gary L. Smith is standing by with sports on the pulse. Please stay.